Hello again. This is Stephanie Greer with Mainstreet Realtors, and I'm here today at the Frontier Project. It's a center here in Rancho Cucamonga, located just adjacent to the water district where our Cucamonga Valley Water District is located. The Frontier Project is a sustainable resource building. I'm going to take a tour today to find out what that really means and what that entails, and how you, the community, can partake in that. So I'm here today going to take a tour, and you're going to go along with me. So let's see what's going on here at the Frontier Project.
Well, welcome to the Frontier Project. My name is Christine Ramirez. I'm the development coordinator here at the project. So I basically handle all the day-to-day operations of this really fantastic building. As Stephanie said, it is a sustainable demonstration building, which means we are just a community resource. We're open every day, Monday through Friday, from 9 to 3 for tours, a variety of workshops and seminars. We have a really awesome resource library that I'll show to you in just a few minutes. But the space we're on right now is what we call our green roof. The roof is the largest area of heat gain in any building, so anything you can do to reduce the heat gain is very significant in any space. So some of the things we have in this area are the live green roof, which is the plant material you see. That's helping to absorb any sun's rays from the sky, so it's reducing the heat gain on the building. Additionally, you'll see the light colored flooring and the white material that we're standing on, and what that does is it diverts the sun's rays back into the sky. So again, the roof is not absorbing that heat gain. A lot of roofs have dark colored material or a gray roof, and that's the worst thing it can have because it just absorbs all that heat and sends it into the interior space. Behind me is another form of a green roof, but what this one does is actually collects any rainwater we have here on the site. And as you can see, the garden goes all the way down the railing, where it makes its way down into our center courtyard and a natural bioswale. So we're keeping all of the stormwater runoff on campus and then reusing it to irrigate the landscape at a later time. The building is a LEED Platinum certified building, which is a rating from the U.S. Green Building Council. LEED Platinum is the highest rating you can get, and it means that you've basically complied with anything and everything related to environmental factors, from products and systems to things like keeping stormwater on site. So here in Rancho, keeping the water in our local community is very significant.
Christine, I've got a question. LEED Platinum certified. I mean, that's just like something that most of us can't wrap our minds around. What does that mean? Basically, when you say any and everything that the federal government, the state government, the local government puts in place as standards, we've adhered to that and surpassed that even.
Absolutely.
With this building?
Absolutely.
Wow, that's amazing.
A lot of it is going above and beyond. For example, Title 24 requirements. We worked really closely with the city of Rancho Cucamonga and the fire marshal to demonstrate how some of the products and systems we've used here go above and beyond the minimum requirements. This is the first LEED building here in Rancho Cucamonga, and so we're very proud to be that demonstration project and to be that example for all of our residents and our businesses, our city leaders, to learn how we can move forward with being better environmental stewards in our region.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Rancho Cucamonga is, like, once again, a trendsetter, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. Really forward thinking and moving in the direction that we believe is right.
Head here.
So, but then if we look back towards the front of the building, these are also low water use plants, but they're very full, a lot of grasses. So we want residents and business owners to know that there is low water use plants that isn't just cactus, which isn't appealing to everybody.
Right. Like, so a homeowner can come here and look at the types of plants that you planted here, at the center, and get some ideas of, some good drought resistant plants that they can use to beautify their gardens as well.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Okay. And as we're looking in this direction, you'll see that large green flashing. It's sort of like a rectangle shape as we're looking north.
Yeah.
That's
what is
actually a solar chimney.
Oh, wow. So I wish I had one of those.
The first floor of the Frontier Project has a passive cooling system. And so what it does is we have a cool tower in the middle, which is in the center there.
Okay.
So the
right
cool tower,
here.
if the louvers were open, would be collecting cool air, collecting the wind as it goes by and cooling it with a moist membrane, just basically a wet cloth. As it passes through the wet cloth, it cools and sinks to the first floor. And then the solar chimneys are heating up and then drawing the hot air out of the space. So we're creating this natural vacuum in the building without any energy requirement.
Wow.
That's cooling the space and just allowing this natural airflow.
So again, someone who's designing a home, you know, from the ground up, they can come here and get some ideas of how to build a green home.
Absolutely.
Just with this type of eco-friendly technology.
Absolutely. And something like this is doable on a smaller scale in residential communities.
Really?
I actually visited some a brand new low-income apartment complex in Palm Desert, I believe. And they had basically, at the center courtyard, they had a second floor tower in a first floor apartment, and all you would do is pop those windows open and open your slider when there was a bit of a breeze. So you're just letting that hot air evacuate out the top, like it should be doing anyway, and letting the cold air kind of flush it out.
It's great.
So it's really simple to do. Even whole house fans are a great idea too. We'll take a look at the south garden now.
Okay.
It's where our underground cistern is. Underground cistern.
Oh, okay.
And this is something that residents can do as well on a much smaller scale. It's just like having a rain barrel at the bottom of your downspout at the edge of your house. Collect that water, and then when your plants really need it, maybe a month or two later, you can reuse it. So we're collecting the water on site. Our system is all underground.
Okay.
The water's diverted underground, and then we reuse it from here to irrigate the landscape.
Wow, how efficient.
Now I know what you're going to ask. What is the chain? We get that question all the time. The chain is a rain chain.
Oh, like the old-fashioned chains?
Old-fashioned, exactly.
Wow.
Instead
You really
of
have gone back to the basics, huh?
Absolutely. And instead of having an unattractive downspout, we have this chain that keeps all the water going right where it needs to go.
Right.
So it can then go underground to the cistern.
Wow, this is a nice room.
So this room is what we call our living room. Okay. And it's a more casual meeting space. In here we have the terrazzo again. We have the LED lighting, some great natural light, great views of the outside. All the furniture in here is Herman Miller. Herman Miller is a sustainable furniture company who's been around for 50 years or so. And they're fantastic in that they reuse old product for future product. They minimize the waste, packing material, that sort of thing.
And I see over here like you have samples of different products. This is all the Herman Miller products here?
Actually, no. These are all products in our resource library. They're all environmentally friendly, environmentally sustainable products. A lot of them are used made from recycled content.
Okay.
And this is just a snippet of our library. I'll show you the whole thing when we get around to it. But
so someone can just come in and get an idea of, you know, I'd like to use this type of flooring, you know, in my home.
Exactly.
And then take that to your home builder and say, you know, or you know, go to Home Depot or wherever and try to find that product.
Absolutely.
But just these are what you would call sustainable products.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Like I said, a lot of recycled content, reused, pre and post-consumer products, alternatives that you wouldn't expect. It's one thing. It's actually made of something else.
It looks like it's, you know, wood, but it's actually, you know a combination of something. Okay.
The other thing to note in here is that the air vents throughout the building are on the floor, and that's to maximize efficiency. So we're heating and cooling the space from the floor up instead of from the ceiling down. Again, that's sort of getting back to the old idea, because the thermal mass in the floor is going to keep the air ducts cooler, so it's going to make it easier for us to air condition, versus all of our houses nowadays, all the air conditioning is in the attic, hottest space in your home.
Exactly.
So getting back to the basics, so if we look this way, we have our glass curtain wall. This is the sort of iconic feature of the building. Faces north, so we're maximizing daylighting all day long. We have no lights on in this space, don't need any lights to be on. It's a double pane glass with a low E coating, so it's protecting you from the UVA and UVB rays. And again, on a smaller scale, a resident can do that in their home when they're retrofitting windows. Make sure that they're double paned, sealed correctly, and protecting those indoor occupants from any hazards outside.
I see.
And one thing you might have noticed, Stephanie, is that there's no odors in this space. The entire building is low or zero VOC. So that means that it shouldn't smell like anything.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that we're learning is that all those smells that we love, new car, new carpet, fresh paint,
Mm-hmm.
those are all really bad for us because it means that
Have
the
some
product
toxics in them.
is off-gassing, exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be inhaling those odors in the small space.
Right.
What we're looking at now is our demonstration kitchen.
Wow.
In here we have bamboo cabinets as well as bamboo flooring.
Mm-hmm.
And then the countertops are really cool. Very similar to terrazzo, but it's a product called Avenite, where it's broken up pieces of glass and marble in the countertops. It's just sealed a little bit differently than the terrazzo is, but same kind of idea in it. We also have the efficient appliances. We've opted to have the Bosch appliances here in this space. They were the Energy Star Partner of the Year in 2009.
Oh, really? Okay.
And one thing we're hoping is we can retrofit the appliances out as new products come on the market and are more efficient, newer considerations for our visitors.
I see.
So this is really the big kahuna of the resource library. Every one of the binders you're looking at is actually product samples, and so we've pulled some out here for you to get an idea of the types of things you could see when you come in and use the resource library, whether it's just sitting down and spending a couple hours here, or whether it's borrowing a product and taking it home, like you said, to your builder, to your architect. This is an architecture grade resource library, so we're hoping to have architecture firms interested in becoming members of the library so they can use the products. Even some of the local design schools have been out and very excited about the library.
That is, I mean, that's just a way that we are becoming a resource for turning our community green. And wow, I'm just flabbergasted by what I'm seeing here. I mean, I've never heard of such. I mean, this is all new to me. But the fact that you have this library here for not only professionals, but community people that live in the community can come in and actually research certain things to find out what is sustainable products that's going to help their home be more efficient.
Absolutely. Well, and the thing is, I think people really want to do these things, but when you're looking online, you can't see, touch, and feel this product.
Right.
And you can't go to Lowe's or Home Depot and do the same because they just don't have the products.
Right.
There's so many out there. So here you can research, you can actually feel and look and see what you're looking for, and then you can find the person that can actually provide that resource to you.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for coming out. I hope this has been useful, and we welcome anyone who wants to come by Monday through Friday from 9 to 3. Our phone number is 944-6025, and as I said, the website is www.frontierproject.org. We would love to have the community come out. We actually have a really exciting Earth Day coming up on Saturday, April 9th.
Yeah, let's tell everyone about that.
Well, we're going to have probably over 70 vendors in the space as well as in the parking lot. It's a community event. It's free. A lot of giveaways, a lot of environmental vendors here teaching you about products and systems that you might consider for your home. April 9th, Saturday from 11 to 3. So I hope all of your website visitors will consider coming down.
Oh, that's great. Well, thanks again, Kristen, for taking me on this tour. I've learned a whole lot. I learned some new terms that I can add to my vocabulary, shall I say. I didn't realize there were so many ways to create an eco-friendly environment just by using what we have. We all have, our dirt, our plants, the sunlight, the wind, all of this. It goes to create a home that is sustainable, which means that it'll go on, and it's friendly to the environment. So thanks again for inviting me and allowing me to spend this time with you. And do look forward to coming out on Earth Day, everyone. Again, April the 9th. I think this will be a lot of fun. You'll learn a whole lot. You'll get to see a lot of interesting things and see how we take things from the environment and we use them again to sustain life going forward. I mean, how great is that? That's what it's all about, the circle of life, right? So again, this is Stephanie Greer with Mainstreet Realtors, coming to you, letting you know what's going on here in our wonderful city of Rancho Cucamonga. Come out, learn what's going on in your own community, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.